Welcome to the Kingdom Classroom. I'm your Kingdom Entrepreneurial Coach, Coach K. And over the next few moments, we're going to talk about how to secure business funding. For decades, folks have told us to get an LLC, but no one has ever properly put into perspective what we should do once we obtain that LLC. There's a lot of folk running around right now who have amazing products, amazing services, but they don't have the financial resources in order to launch them. And so I want to be used by the Father in order to fix that. Now, inside of the Kingdom Business Owner membership section, there is an entire track on how to obtain business funding. I'm not a business funding expert. I'm an entrepreneurial coach. I just understand there's certain aspects of business that everybody needs to know. And having worked with the, folks that God privileged me to work with, I learned a little bit. So I'm gonna give you that high level overview. And inside of your dashboard in the Kingdom Marketplace, for those that are registered, you should be able to download this document. It's going to kind of walk you through everything that I'm going to talk to you about right now. First thing I want to do is dispel the myth that your personal credit matters. It really doesn't. All right. The reason that you set up a corporation, LLC, I'm not legally advising or financially advising anyone. Give y'all the disclaimer. But the reason you set up an LLC is because it is a completely separate entity. Now, the same way that you obtain credit, personal credit, is the same way that your business obtains credit, business credit. However, they're looked at by the financial institutions totally differently. See, when a financial institution is determining whether or not they're going to give you money, then, they're thinking about what you're finna do with it. But when they're looking at determining whether or not they're going to give your business money, it's really whether or not it's going to assist your business with perpetuating more profit, which is a different perspective that they take. All right. So if you got great credit, personally, amazing. If you got horrible credit, work on fixing that. As it applies to developing your business credit, neither matter. Now, there are some folks out here who are going to tell you to take the shortcut. The shortcut don't work. They say, well, listen, we'll give your business the business credit if you personally guarantee it. Let's put this into perspective. The reason that you launched the LLC in the first place was because you wanted to remove liability from the actions of the corporation. Now, I know I'm an optimist. Every idea we have is going to make $1 million. Some don't. And so in the event that the business crashes, when you personally guaranteed the business credit, you just pierced the corporate veil and now you're on the hook. I just wanted to address that real quick. Now, when we look at personal credit versus business credit, there are 3 personal credit agencies. There's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. There's really 4 when it comes down to your business credit. All right. And so we're going to address your business credit files with all these credit reporting agencies. There's Experian, Credit Safe, Equifax, and then there's your Dun & Bradstreet. Now, depending on your current status in your business, whether you have an existing business or you're launching a new one, all right, we're going to most likely have to establish files with these reporting agencies accurately. Just gonna real quick walk you through how to really do that. Give you a high level overview of all of them. I'm talking to y'all in the membership section. I'm streaming on Instagram. I got a couple of cameras. I'm trying to love on all y'all. Experian is the most open and accessible. You can easily buy your credit report online, and there's no fee for setting up your file. Experian Smart Business Reports is used by a lot of credit card companies, vendors, non-traditional lenders, banks, so forth and so on. The next is Credit Safe. Credit Safe is the largest worldwide credit reporting business agency. Even though it's relatively new to the U.S. market, it still has over 15 to 20,000 credit providers utilizing their business reports to make approval decisions. So I think that it's critical for each and every single one of us to update our profile with them. Equifax also allows business owners to purchase a copy of their reports online, but it's typically the most difficult to establish a file with. All right, this is because their requirements on credit providers, you know what I mean, All right, we'll go into that in the membership section in depth. Your Dun & Bradstreet is imperative. I oftentimes call it your D&B. It assigns what's referred to as your DUNS number. Along with some conventional business lenders, this is pretty much it for business underwriting. Your D&B is used by everybody, the majority of major lenders, to determine if they're going to extend business net terms to you. Landlords use them to determine if they're going to approve you for corporate leases. Auto companies and providers use them to determine if they're going to allow you to obtain auto financing in your business name. I want to really wipe away all the confusion concerning these business credit reporting agencies in order to put into perspective the difference between your personal credit score and your business credit score. All right, your personal credit score ranges from 300 to 850. All right, scores of about 720 and above, they consider to be grown in Yami like that though. Some of the business credit providers scores, they range from 0 to 100. An 80 payback score, that's that money. Our goal, all right, inside of the King of Business Owner membership is to get you to that point. All right, and I'm going to walk you through how to make that happen. If you got it, you kind of following along. I done gave this talk a few times. I'm going to walk you through. Am I out of place here? Yeah, I am. I'm going to walk you through these 18 steps, and these are what I have determined to be the 18 steps that you need to go through in order to establish your corporate footprint and get your business to be lend worthy. What that mean, Coach? Worthy to be lended to. I've been in the entrepreneurial development industry just over 20 years of my life. I've assisted about 480,000 small businesses indirectly. I've assisted about 403 churches launch paper church business directories. I've assisted a few entrepreneurs in my life. I've developed some relationships in the industries across sectors, and I know a few underwriters. So I called them up. I said, hey, listen, let me ask you a question. Why are you killing my folks' deals? Like, why are you not giving them the bag? Like, why are you denying them business funding? And they gave me about 18 different things. 18 different reasons why they, as industry underwriters, deny small businesses business credit. And what I did was I flipped it. I reverse engineered it into this list of the 18 things that you need to do to establish your corporate footprint so you can be lend worthy. Guess what? It works. Yeah. It's making sure that you got the right foundation. There was this man, this woman, built their empire, built their business, built their house on the sand and a shaky foundation. And when the storms of economic commerce came, great was the destruction of that house. But then there was a woman who built their house, built their business, built their empire on a solid foundation. And man, that thing just kept standing and standing and standing. And so we want to make sure that you build your business on the rock. Walk you through these 18 steps. Number one, you need to come up with a business name. A lot of these are common sense, but you have to agree with me that common sense isn't common. Second step is you need to determine where your business will be located. Now this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to go ahead. I want y'all to put my house address in, my condo. I want y'all to go ahead and type in 1555 Kapolani, KAPIOLANIBLVD. I want you to go ahead and put that. 96813. I want you to put that in. You see what happened? Right there. Hold on. Let me get that out of the way. Y'all just seen, wait a minute. Y'all seen Google take you to 1 Ala Moana Plaza. Okay. All right. That's what the underwriter does when you apply for business financing and you use your home address. You're applying for $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000. You want folk to understand that you take your business serious, but you ain't even put it at a virtual address or a commercial mailbox. So number one, come up with a business name. Number two, where's your business going to be located? And don't put it in your house. Number three, apply for your LLC, Secretary of State. It's kind of easy. There's a module in the Kingdom Business Owner section. We want to walk you through that. Then you go to irs.gov and apply for your EIN. Let me dispel another myth. Your EIN is not your business's social security number. That's how the IRS taxes your butt. Now listen, y'all ain't gonna get me on nobody radar. I don't know. I'm not a tax consultant. I'm not giving anybody tax advice. This is what I know about the IRS. Y'all do the math. Put it together. The IRS is theirs. Your EIN is how them folk track your revenue. That's how they tax your butt. Oh man, let's keep it moving. But you need to go there and get your EIN. All right. The next is you need to go to www.dnb.com and get your DUNS number. Next, number 6, you need a logo. I know, I got my graphic designer. If you don't pull up ChatGPT, if you don't go to Genesis and tell them what you're doing and get some kind of logo, I mean, what? That's it. That's cool right there. Boom, that's what you got. You need a business telephone number. Stop using your cell phone. I use mine because, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's not what we got registered. All right? It's really easy. They got Grasshopper. They got Ring Central. They got tons of VoIPs. You just need to do this. You need to register your business with 411. You go to listyourself.net. Watch this. You need a web presence. You need a website. It ain't got to be nothing super spectacular. You register on the Kingdom Marketplace? Great. Every profile is its own individual web page. Check. You need to create a business email, okay, and a website domain. Go to Squarespace. Go to Google and buy a domain. Your name, ABC Cleaners. Go get abccleaners.com. Pay the extra $6 a month and get your name, Joe or Jan, at abccleaners.com and put that up there. Don't put at Google or at Gmail. Don't put at Yahoo. Y'all got a Yahoo, at Hotmail. You want it to read professionally because you're running an LLC, and this underwriter is looking at you trying to see if you really staying on business. And these little things, they just make all the difference. Now here's what's important. All right, this is before you go get a business bank account. I need you to get your NAICS code. Inside of the Kingdom Business Owners membership section, we talk about the importance of this. A lot of folk have businesses, ran them for years, just decide, you know what, now I want to apply for business financing. And you didn't know anything about your NAICS code. You just went to the bank. I got my business bank account. I got the invoices. I know, but you let the bank rep choose an NAICS code for you. And they picked the one that was the most high risk. So you got everything else, but you got this high risk NAICS code. So guess what? You ain't get no funding. Now, those of you who haven't upgraded and are not members of the Kingdom Business Owner membership section, I'm going to give you a hack, okay? You go to ChatGPT and you put in your business and you ask for the NAICS codes that are the most high risk and the ones that are the least risk for what you're doing, so you can apply for business financing. And that's the NAICS code you use. I'm trying to tell you how to use the Kingdom cheat code. Then you open your business bank account with the right NAICS code. Now, watch this. There's some extra sauce. Go ahead and freeze your personal credit. Just go ahead. Go ahead over to consumer.ftc.gov/free credit freezes and go ahead and freeze that thing. It's just so they only focusing on the business. Now, let's make these social media accounts. The Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, all of those. Or the X, whatever it is. I'm not, really into that platform. Guess what? Register yourself on Yelp. Now, I know you got Facebook. I know you got Instagram. I know you got TikTok, all right? Because your friends are on Facebook, your friends are on Instagram, your friends are on TikTok. But 85 to 90% of consumer searches are done on Google. So it just makes absolute sense for you to get registered on Google. It's free, all right? And so get registered on Google. You on the kingdommarketplace.com. When you got registered, you at least got a free Google blueprint. You upgraded. You bronze or above. The geniuses, the baby girl geniuses of Urban Success University, they have built out or optimized your Google business profile. You already tapped in. Those 18 steps, you can do them in a day. They establish your corporate footprint. Now when you're applying for financing, the underwriters are looking, they got these 18 boxes. They like check. Go on and give them the check. It's like that though. Just nobody ever told you. Nobody ever told you. It's not my fault. All right. You know now. There are something called net 30 accounts. Let me make this simple. You like to secure customers, right? Okay. And so these are businesses that you're going to do business with, business to business. These are not financial institutions that are going to give you money for you to go blow wherever you want. These businesses want to make sure you spend with them. So they're willing to allow you to do business with them, and they're going to extend to your business credit on 30-day terms. I'm going to give you the sauce. These are things that you would buy anyway. But you establish these accounts. They're called net 30 accounts, and you purchase the things that you would purchase in your business from these vendors, and you allow them to report this newly established debt between your business and their business to the credit reporting agencies. It'll typically take about 7 to 8 days from the date of transaction. So the rule of thumb is that you would have used this money to pay today, but you put it to the side. Got what you would get today, and 10 days from now, you paid off that debt. Because this vendor is going to report to the business credit agencies that they extended you 30 days worth of credit. And then Once it's reported that it's established and you're supposed to pay them in 30 days, then they're going to report that you paid them 20 days early. You're going to establish accounts and establish a payment history of paying off these accounts early. Y'all tracking? I got some tier 1 vendors for you. These are folks that are going to give you everything just because you went through the 18 steps. Quill, Grainger, Uline, they right there. Sunbelt Rentals, they right there. Are y'all, I know some of y'all on IG, y'all trying to get a screenshot. All you got to do is go to Kenny Marketplace and get registered. Y'all rocking Merc for your business, you should. Business T-shirt club, they there. Y'all driving Uber, Lyft, driving in your business. Why you ain't got business gas cards in your business? Those are accounts. Now, tier 1, they're going to have your back. They're going to be on your side as soon as you got that. Now, we're going to move to tier 2. What's the difference between tier 1 and tier 2? Tier 1 is going to extend these net 30 accounts to you just because you got the 18 steps. Tier 2 is going to look for you to have the 18 steps and look how you have established accounts and the payment history you have with those accounts. Y'all tracking, picking up what I'm putting down. And so, you know, a lot of my folk, especially my young kings, look, we got Honda Power Equipment, Caterpillar, Lowe's, Winn-Dixie Grocery. Listen, you on Amazon, why not Amazon Business? You gotta have a laptop, why not Best Buy Business, Dell Business? I'm just asking. You got Uber, why not Uber for business? You got Grubhub, why not Grubhub for business? I'm just asking. You got a cell phone, why not a cell phone for business? You got a car, where my young kings at in the Kingdom Auto Solutions? Why? You notice when you go to AutoZone, they got one counter for everybody. They got their counter back there. You realize them folks getting the wholesale price? They're getting the same thing you're getting at a 40 to 60% discount, and they're getting it on credit. You should do the same for your business. After you got tier 2, oh boy, we go to tier 3. These right here, those line of credits they're giving you. Now, I'll walk you through that process because you can do that process in 90 days. And when you understand you can do that process in 90 days, that's why I told you in inception, why would you personally guarantee it? Why would you put your personal livelihood on the line when you can be disciplined to walk through this process for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many LLCs you want? Now, if you notice, I gave you about, I don't know, what is it? 20 at tier 1, 28 tier 3, a bunch on tier 2, about 15 tier 3. Why? Because when it comes time to get an auto loan in your business LLC name, you know, you go to folks like Alley's. They're going to look for you to have 15 to 20 reporting trade lines in your LLC name. I just want to walk you through the process. Now you call up the corporate finance manager. Fleet sales. Go get your car in your LLC. No personal guarantee. You want that property for your Airbnb? Call up the commercial housing, right? You know, the corporate leasing manager. Go ahead and get yourself, you know, all glammed up. Ladies, y'all know how y'all do. Right? Tell me you want to come over and look at a few units. Right? And go ahead and rent that apartment in your EIN, in your LLC, without the personal guarantee. Why would you be personally responsible for the debt? Deuteronomy 8:18. You shall remember the Lord your God, because it's him who gave you the power to get wealth. So I'm making myself no reputation. Not so you can get caught up in the material trappings of success. Not so you can become a hoarder, but so you can be a conduit of his grace and his mercy. So you can be a conduit of the assignment he placed on your life. So that you can fulfill the assignment he placed on your life, the purpose. Many of you going to launch businesses and they're going to make millions and millions of dollars. They're going to employ tens and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people. Many of you will launch nonprofits that will dramatically change the social condition. Many of you will launch ministries that will dramatically build the kingdom. And God has given each and every single one of you an assignment. And stop saying that he didn't give you the bag. You know, when the time is ready, he'll give you what you need to succeed. What he wills, he provides for. So he just provided you with the information that you need in order to succeed. I've completed my assignment by providing it to you. What you do with it, that's up to you. Hey, listen, man, it's Friday. It's a Financial Freedom Friday. You now know how to get the bag. Quick overview. Told you in the membership section of Kingdom Business Owners. We go in depth if you're online and you want to know how to get into Kingdom Business Owners. Go to kingdombusinessowners.com. It's real simple. You get registered on the kingdommarketplace.com and you upgrade and support our daughters. You support the female students of Urban Success University in their Brains Over Boobs movement. And you put a couple dollars in their pocket, and if you go bronze, silver, gold, diamond, I'm going to give you, it's a gift, it's a gift, it's a gift. I'm going to give you a free 1-year membership to the Kingdom Business Owners membership equal to the level that you patronize our daughters. And I'm going to load you up with so much value. Over that year, you're going to renew. If you don't, it's cool. God allowed me to sow into your life. Fair exchange, no robbery. You've been blessed to be a blessing. And so I want to bless you for blessing our daughters. And cause we serve a blessing God. Right? He blesses us to keep blessing. And so take what I got, apply it, level up, get the bag, pay it forward. As always, it's been a pleasing pleasure and a privilege to share this time with you as your Kingdom Entrepreneurial Coach. I hope you view it as time invested and not time spent. Have an amazing day on purpose. And never forget that the Father made each and every single one of you amazing on purpose. Love y'all. Later.